guys, it's Katya. I thought today I'd give you a chance to get to know me a little bit better and answer your questions. I asked you guys on YouTube and Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. I asked you guys on YouTube and Instagram to ask me some questions, and I honestly thought I'd get 2 questions, but I got a lot, so I'll try to get through all of them. But yeah, let's just get into it. Naomi asks, how do you pronounce your name? It's Katyaawar. Don't worry, you're not the first to get it wrong. Misha asks, if you could take back one wrong thing you did, what would it be? Probably anytime I said something bad about my parents. Sorry, Mom. Guillermo asks, would you ever want to be a vegan? I'd want to, but I couldn't because I hate salads and healthy food. Angelina asks, have you ever cheated on a test? By the way, I love you. Love you too. The only test I've ever cheated on was in middle school, and it was like a map of the US and you had to fill in all the states, and I was missing one state and I couldn't remember it, so I looked on this guy's paper, and it turns out me and him were the only ones who got 100 on the test, and I still feel guilty. Zaddy asks, do you have a tattoo? No, but I really want to get one when I go home, either on my wrist or behind my ear. Eden asks, when will you do a collab with someone? I feel like I'd only do a collab video with one of my friends, just because I feel like it'd be so awkward otherwise. So if you want to see some collab videos in the summer, I guess comment down some ideas below. Gina asks, do you have more stories for us? Oh, of course. Mika asks, what's your most memorable birthday? Okay. For my 12th or 13th birthday, I did a joint birthday with my best friend, and it was One Direction themed, and we had a One Direction cake, and it was just the best thing. Aaliyah asks, have you ever been recognized in public? There was this one time I was taking the elevator back to my room, and this girl who I had seen a couple times because she lives in my building and she's friends with my roommate, but I just have never seen her. She's like, oh, you're the girl my roommate watches on YouTube. And I was like, what? I literally freaked out because I didn't think anyone watched me ever, so thanks. Madison asks, overall, how was your high school experience? Okay, here's the thing. High school had the best year of my entire life, but it also had the worst year of my entire life. Do I regret going to that school? I don't think so. Are there things I would change about the school? Almost everything. But the good years of high school were extremely good, so I'll give it that. Annalie asks, what's your favorite Starbucks drink? I get a grande iced mocha with soy milk. Where are my lactose intolerant sisters at? Eden asks, why don't you have at least 10K? I don't know, sis. Tell your friends to subscribe. Natasha asks, what was your worst breakup or boyfriend? There's really only one breakup that I've ever been affected by. That sounds so mean, oh my god. But I mean, there was only one really bad breakup. But bad in terms of like, I was really hurt. Not that it ended badly, I don't know. But yeah, basically didn't eat or sleep for weeks, and then one day I was like, you know what, I don't regret anything, so I'm not gonna start now. Kyle asks, what's your biggest regret in school? My biggest regret in school is probably being too hard on myself with grades and friends and everything. I always blame everything on myself, but now looking back I could see it's not my fault. I was doing my best. Kuzwa asks, do you have any siblings? I have 2 brothers, one older and one younger. Is there something you wish you would have said or done in a situation? Literally every situation ever. I walk away from every situation with the best comebacks ever. It's so annoying. Kirsten asks, what is your favorite animal? Either a mini goat or a pug. Majida asks, does your mom currently have a boyfriend? Well, she has a husband who is my father, so. Ivory Girl asks, what is your dream place to live? Well, my dream place to live is San Diego or LA, so sis is living the dream. TFL God asks, what do you like to do when you're bored? I like to write stories or songs. I like to watch YouTube videos. I like to eat everything and anything I can find. What's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you? Probably just when something bad happened to me and I'd get like in a really dark place and I'd be like scaring myself. Alicia asks, do you have a crush on anyone? No, I am leaving boys in 2018. I am now attracted to trees because they can't leave me. Capri asks, when did you start singing? Hi, Capri. I started singing basically as soon as I could make noise from my mouth, which is so annoying because I wasn't good until never, so sorry. Wolfie versus Foxy asks, when are you gonna do a meet and greet? Do people want to meet me? Is that a thing? I don't think that's a thing. Mila asks, what is the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you at school? just anytime I open my mouth. I've also fallen down a lot in school. Liv asks, how old are you? I'm 19 and gonna turn 20 this year. Will your channel ever be about paranormal stuff? If you guys want, I can start writing all these little experiences I've had, but like there hasn't been like a big thing that's happened. It's just little things that just build up. If you guys want that, I'll start keeping track. Kira asks, what are your plans after college? I want to be a screenwriter and write TV shows, so I'm probably gonna move to LA. It's That Life asks, what are you looking forward to in the summertime? Oh my god, sun, beach, shorts, acai bowls, everything, tan, friends. I need to leave here. Bunny Honey asks, in any time of your YouTube career, did you feel unmotivated? And if so, what kept you doing what you love? I think I'm too new to YouTube to be unmotivated yet. I've only been posting weekly for a couple months, so I have a lot of ideas still. Hopefully I don't get unmotivated. What other name would you like to have? Any name that anyone can pronounce, please. I like the name Madeline, but I really don't look like a Madeline, so there's that. Mila asks, are you a virgin? What are your hobbies besides YouTube? I love writing stories and songs and singing, trying to sing. Yendi asks, do you see yourself having kids in the future? Yes, if I can find someone who wants to impregnate me, I guess. Dee asks, have you ever had any paranormal experiences? I love you and your videos so much. Love you too. There's this one experience that I remember so vividly. When I was a kid, I had this toy that basically you'd stick a piece of paper on your wall and then you had a wand that you could draw on the paper with without touching the paper. Does that make sense? I don't know. But basically, like, if you touch the paper, nothing would happen. Like, you need the wand to draw things. So one time my friends came over and we were just watching something on TV, and from the corner of my eye, I look at this paper and then I turn around and there's a handprint, a glowing handprint on the paper. We all measured our hands next to this handprint because we're all blaming each other for trying to scare us, and the handprint is so much bigger than any of our hands, like we couldn't have done it. Also, nothing happens when you touch the paper. Like, we were touching the paper beside this handprint and nothing was showing up. So we're freaking out. We go run and get my mom, and by the time we get back, the handprint is gone. Anyone want to explain? I can't still to this day. What top 5 YouTubers do you like? I like Tana Mojo, Shane Dawson, Emma Chamberlain, Zoella, and Andrea Russett. There's a lot more, but those are my favorites. Jalen asks, if you had $1 million, what would you do with it? I'd probably start a trust fund for my kids. Boring, I know, but practical. Lexi Gray asks, why did you start YouTube? I've been watching YouTube since I was 11 or 12. I've always wanted to start it, and I actually used to post little music videos with me and my friends. But in high school, some assholes found my channel and they found my little music videos and they started making fun of me, so I privated all of them. And then I told myself I would start YouTube after I graduated high school so I wouldn't get made fun of. Do you like 13 Reasons Why? I do like it. I think it brings up topics that aren't talked about enough, and it shows people the consequences of their actions. However, if I watched that as a depressed middle schooler that I was, I don't think it would be the best for me. Back then, I could definitely see how I would have glorified all of the issues in the show. So yeah, I don't think it's suitable for younger people, but I think it starts great conversations. Janum asks, what's the real tea on college? By the way, love you. Love you too. It's actually pretty fun. You have a lot of freedom. You pick what you want to learn. You're close to the gym and restaurants and grocery stores, so everything's more accessible than it was when I was at home. The only thing I've kind of struggled with is making really close friends, just because of the big class sizes and how spread out everyone is on campus. But I think when I join more clubs next year, that'll fix it. I'll let you know. Hey asks, are you a dog or cat person? I was a cat person until I got a dog. Then I switched lanes. Addison asks, when is your birthday? Love you so much. Love you too. My birthday is October 15th. Uni Weirdo asks, are you in a relationship? No, I am forever alone. Theo asks, do you live alone? I have a roommate and I'm gonna live with her next year too. Sharpie Days asks, who is a big impact or inspiration to you? Love ya. Love you too. I think my dad is a really big inspiration to me because he showed me that it's possible to love your job and that if you work hard you can do anything, so he really motivates me to be successful like he is. Danny asks, what's your favorite song right now? Hi Danny. I think it's NASA by Ariana Grande. N-A-S-A. What's your favorite show? My all-time favorite show is One Tree Hill, but it varies week to week. Jalen asks, what style do you think you have and what's your favorite makeup brand? My style is bad. That's the style I think I have. And my favorite makeup brand is probably Tarte because I like their eyeshadows. Isabella asks, when did you meet Will? Will and I have been friends since freshman year of high school. Little Chicky Nugget asks, what was your favorite thing about high school? My favorite thing about high school were the musicals, the fact that I was in choir, a cappella, glee club, and did the plays. Jeremiah asks, what university do you go to and what do you study? I go to Northeastern University in Boston, and I'm majoring in media and screen studies and minoring in English and musical theater. Bethany says, hi, this may not be in your range, but I am bi, and I was wondering if you had any tips for me to come out to my mom. I've had a lot of friends who have come out, and they'd wait years and years because they were so terrified of how their families would react. But here's the thing, people are judgmental until it's someone in their family or until it's someone they love. So when my friends finally did come out, the parents were fine with it because like they love you still. Obviously I don't know your parents, but if they love you, they will accept you. And my advice is don't make yourself uncomfortable just to make other people comfortable. I don't think there's anything worse that your parents could say or do than you having to hide who you are every day. Kate asks, why do you say no to all the boys that like you? Because I know the second I give in, they will change their mind and leave me. It's happened every time. I literally didn't date my last boyfriend for months because I knew he would just change his mind right after, and look where we are now. Sophia and Hannah ask, what is the weirdest / funniest thing you did as a child? When I was 2 or 3, I used to follow my mom into the bathroom, and one day I guess she was really annoyed and she was like, can I get some privacy? And so she says that after that I left and she couldn't find me for a while, and then she finally found me in a closet and she's like, what are you doing in this closet? And I said, looking for your privacy. Yeah, I'm cute. Childish Gambito asks, what's your biggest pet peeve? First of all, thank you, Childish Gambito, for asking a question. I know you're very busy. My biggest pet peeves are fake people and people who lie. I just don't see a point in being fake or lying. Like, if your personality is that bad that you have to be fake, I guarantee you being fake is making it worse, okay? It's So Charlie asks, what's the worst thing that has ever happened to you? Probably senior year of high school. Ari says, I love you so much, and what advice do you have for high school? Love you too. My advice is don't settle. If you feel like your friends aren't treating you right, then tell them, and if they don't listen, then drop them. Don't make excuses like, oh, but we were so close before, and don't hold on to the memories because the memories are great, but if they're not treating you right now, then what's the point? Sometimes you're gonna miss them, but at the end of the day, you have to realize that you dropped them for a reason. Lena asks, have you ever seen Riverdale? Of course. A Weird IDK asks, what is something you really enjoy and are passionate about? I am really passionate about writing and telling stories. I think it helps me cope and make sense of things, and I think it has the potential to help other people. Sophia asks, what's your favorite food? Love your content, by the way. Thank you. My favorite food is any type of pasta, preferably without sauce. So Ava asks, what's something you never ever want to do in your life? Love you, by the way. Love you too. I don't think there's anything that I never want to do except like hurt people. I don't know. Sister Snatched asks, what do you think will come in the future of your channel? I literally have no idea. I was not expecting my channel to grow as fast as it is. The main thing I wanted when starting YouTube was to be able to talk to people, for people to comment and me being able to answer them, and the fact that that's already happening is crazy to me. I still can't believe it. So yeah, I guess whatever happens, happens. So that's it for this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want more, and I'll see you next time. Bye!